Hold on 1 second while I let this load. Want to make sure I'm cut off. Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, like always, I like to say call Halayim, like Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Chakadash. That is to give double honors to the one who the world calls God. Oh, hold on. Salah. Make sure everything good. Yeah, that's to give all praises to the one who the world calls God, ignorantly calls God, through his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Hebrew name being Yahweh Shah, the Hebrew name being the one you call God, Yahweh. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, the minute I learned the truth from. And I want to say Shalom, wa Barakim, wa Bakayim, Shah Yashala, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely waiting and enduring until the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. All right, I'm going to title this video, 5G is from the devil. And it's going to be more of a commentary, but I'm going to bring out a few scriptures also. And I'm going to let this short documentary play. Like I said, it's going to be more of a commentary, but yeah, man, before I start, uh, let me get a quick precept. Where's my blue letter? Hold on, slot. Let's go to the book of Job. Oh, and if you don't know, the Hebrew Israelites, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you so-called white people, which are actually red according to the Bible. You come from the seed of Esau. You're an Edomite. Okay, that makes you an Edomite, the nation who God hates. But this is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. By process of elimination, you look at who runs the infrastructure of these countries, who runs the central banks, who runs the world governments, mainly the European Union, the NATO. By process of elimination, it's the so-called white man, which is Esau in the Bible. So you so-called white people are the wicked of the Bible. And yeah, man, 5G is from the devil. And the devil, the word devil means deceiver, man. Okay, you so-called white people have deceived the earth to believe that you're so-called pure by calling yourself white with all your lies, whitewashing history. But yeah, man, I'm jumping right into this, and like I said, it's gonna be more of a commentary. And this is just some of the wickedness of why you so-called white people got to go into slavery. And when we say you so-called white people going into slavery, it's not just because of what you did to us by putting us in slavery and poisoning us and throwing us in the ghettos and, you know what I'm saying, harming us for all these hundreds of years we've been here. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. It's deeper than that. You are the fucking devil because you are the devil. You poison the air, you poison the water, you poison the food. There should be no reason we have GMO and non-GMO. You poison music. Everything you touch, you poison, okay? And yeah, we're just gonna jump right into this.
Kidney cancer in 2016. 5 months later, Kyle's friend and classmate Mason Ferrulli developed brain cancer.
14 hours to get the tumor out, and he had 5 weeks of inpatient rehabilitation. He had to learn to walk, talk, eat, everything all over again.
2 more kids at the school were diagnosed this year.
At what point are you saying, we ought to take a close look at the school here?
The moment that I found out that Mason had been diagnosed.
Whenever you hear of cases of cancer in a child, obviously that itself is alarming.
So basically, just to give you a little, just to let you know what's going on right now, these little devil babies, because they're Edomites more than likely, you know what I'm saying, they're so-called white kids, but they caught cancer from these cell phone towers being up, you know, which give out high volumes of radiation. And who's putting up these damn cell phone towers? The so-called white man. This is his system. And he controls the infrastructure. He makes the laws. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't have no say on this stuff, man. But Yeah, man, they're going into this age of the 5G, and this is documentary is going to tell you how dangerous 5G actually is. Yeah.
When there's several cases in one school, that's even more alarming.
Do you believe the oncologists who say cell towers can't cause cancer?
I believe that everybody wants to believe our government. I've looked into his eyes and I've looked at the fear that he has as a 9-year-old facing something, asking me, Mom, am I going to die? It would push you to fight as well. It would push any parent to fight. I won't stop until it's done, until that thing.
Hey, you see, she crying, right? She crying. And she's probably a double her damn self. But let's make it a quick precept since she's shedding tears. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29. Let me see. Verse 2. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. We just read in Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So she's mourning because the wicked are bearing rule, and they're starting to set up these 5G towers that are giving the kids cancer, and gonna be giving all us fucking cancers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the wicked is ruling, man. So let's go back to this.
Thing is gone.
This.
5G is a weapon. It's used by the military. Do you know these 5G millimeter wave technologies are used to scatter crowds? You know, they drive up in this technology when they want to scatter a cloud, and they put out these frequencies, and people scatter because they get the feeling their skin is on fire. Because the human body, including the skin, is an antenna. It interacts with frequencies, and it receives and transmits information.
These are extremely dangerous readings of radio frequency radiation going through my body.
There are going to be boxes broadcasting 5G, this weapon, down every street, all over.
Hey, he's talking about this weapon. And look, man, it's you damn devils against each other. This is so-called white people complaining. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't do no research to know what the fuck's going on around them. All they care about is the next bottle of Ciroc that's coming out, the next sneakers that's coming out, the next Beyonce album. They don't. Our people are simple, man. They don't do anything but try to be given in the folly. So they don't know anything about these 5G towers. So you got the devil. You got the devil going against the devil, man. You got lower level devils versus high level devils. Because these everyday so-called white people that work a regular 9 to 5, you know, they go to the same schools you go to. They don't control the economies. They don't control the currencies, but they still devils. They still come from that line of Esau. Okay, but let me see something. But it shows you that when the wicked bear rule, it's straight confusion, man, because you got their own nation of people, you know, complaining against them. And this is their rulership. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brought us here on cargo slave ships to build America for you. Okay? This ain't our damn rulership. And y'all warring in your own damn rulership, man. We know why our people shoot each other down in the streets. And, you know what I'm saying? Fight each other. We in fucking captivity. You know what I'm saying? We've been brutalized and raped, robbed, and murdered since we've been in America. So we've come through a period of destruction. But your people are in your kingdom right now. You're fucking fighting against each other, man. But let me get a precept for that. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Let me see. Yeah, verse 2, and it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." And you're seeing America is spiritually Egypt all over again. You're seeing the Egyptians versus the Egyptians, man. Let me Let me get another preset. Let me see what I want to get. Yeah, you're seeing Egyptian set against Egyptian, these so-called white people versus these so-called white people. You see it all the time with these protests and these a lot of these protests and marches nowadays be Edomite so-called white people marching. Okay, you don't be so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because like I said, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have gotten comfortable with that FRN, that Federal Reserve note. You starting to make a little bit of money here, which it ain't real money, but you look at it as such, and you've gotten kind of comfortable. So you ain't really giving a fuck about anything, but the Lord finna take away that comfort, that comfort from you, man, and y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. So the adversary Satan, which is you so-called white people, you demons, which you damn demons, you're fighting against each other. So y'all kingdom, America, under this beast system, European Union and NATO, it ain't gonna stand, man. It ain't gonna stand. So let's go back to this, and I'm gonna let a little bit more. I'm gonna let more of this rock out because I don't want to make this video too long.
Nominal numbers of these boxes.
AT&T 5G capable cell tower across the street from an elementary school and right outside John Ireland's third floor condo in Sherman Oaks.
It sits right outside our dining room window. In fact, I can see it from the couch too.
A couch John and his neighbors gathered around one afternoon as they discussed ways to get rid of the tower.
There was no advance notice whatsoever. We saw them digging, and the next thing we know, there was this giant thing on the lamppost.
John's wife is a two-time cancer survivor.
And they put this monster out there, right next to where I sit at a dining room table, right next to the chair where I watch television.
Now that you've seen the...
Hey, she the type to call the cops on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But she mad because they put a 5G tower outside her window and she a cancer survivor. Well, bitch.
These cell towers, you'll see them all over your neighborhood. I've been working on this story for about 2 months, and I see them everywhere now. So they're coming.
Well, when you say that the standards are well within the FCC guidelines,
yes,
I'd be more comfortable with the CDC.
Yes.
The Centers for Disease Control. Yeah.
Well, because we know sometimes how that FCC, how that works.
Sure.
Right? They don't necessarily test it themselves first before they okay it. They take it. They take the word of a company that actually tests.
Well, everybody agrees more research needs to be done.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will happen.
We'll remember this report.
We have video from the FCC proceedings with one of the 5G engineers saying themselves, look, we are forcing these directed beams into people's windows at levels that we do not allow in our labs, in our safety labs. What we have is the industry clearly lying to public representatives, which should outrage you enough that you stop the process. And what you need to understand is no wireless device, and 5G included, is safety tested.
In December of 2018, I sent a letter to FCC Commissioner Carr asking him to cite for me recent scientific studies demonstrating the safety of this technology. What research has been done, where has it been published and compiled. He has essentially failed to do so.
No, I'm not aware of any.
So there really is no research ongoing. We're kind of flying blind here, so far as health and safety is concerned. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You might be asking.
Hey, and that's why this man is the devil. He ain't even did tests on this 5G shit. He just throwing it out here. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. We throw 5G out because he don't give a damn. Hey man, this man is the son of destruction, which the scriptures refer to him as the son of perdition, which means destruction. But yeah, man, this man, he the devil. He don't give a fuck. He not gonna research what 5G gonna do to your health. He don't give a fuck. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there coming a falling away first. That's talking about the day of the Lord. and they ain't gonna come up, except they come a falling away first, which happened in 70 AD, when the man of sin, them demons, the Romans, you so-called white people, invaded Jerusalem, and forced the southern kingdom of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, to scatter into parts of Africa. Okay, except they come and falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yeah, you're the son of destruction. Everything you put your hands on, you destroyed, man. Everything in this world today is destroyed because of you, man. Animals going extinct. I mean, let's just go. You got trash floating in outer space. You got trash floating in the ocean. You're bug out, man. And your time is almost up. So yeah, he's just gonna throw 5G out there and fry.
Perhaps some people are being injured by this, but if you're not feeling it, it's probably not that big of a deal. And I think that's a very common experience. But it's not as simple as saying that just a few unfortunate people are being affected by this. Because what the science shows is that we're all affected on some level, whether we can feel it or not. So to think that we could put an exponential amount of microwave radiation into our environment and not feel effects is simply false. And it's not just headaches and insomnia. It's much more serious things, such as infertility, DNA damage, and eventually cancer.
Across the street is the cell phone tower. All right, so I'm in line of sight of the cell phone tower right here. And you can see I have the meter set to peak. And I'm getting peak readings.
Now here it is. This damn Edomite, which I said, this is so-called white people is doing this, man. They're fighting against their own nation. Because like I said, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't know what the fuck is going on in this world. And as you can see, you start feeling, like it says on the screen, you start feeling biological effects off of the radiation, from radiation at 0.3 microwatts per square meter to 0.6 microwatts. Here it is, this tower is giving off 2,000 plus microwatts, man. That is ridiculous. So you can only imagine if you feel effects at 0.03, what the fuck is happening to your body at 2,000 plus? You're fucking about to die, man. You're gonna die. You're gonna get cancer and fucking die, man. Well, you niggas don't know shit. That's why we're gonna get the next 5G phone. We gonna be, let me get the blue one. Let me get the red one. Let me get the pink. Because you niggas is simple. Oh, y'all like looking good for each other. You know what I'm saying? Just showing out. It's in this flesh that all it does is decay and rot away. Okay? And it's fucking vanity, man. That's why, hold on. Let me get a scripture. Because the Lord called y'all foolish. The Lord called y'all fucking foolish, man. Which you all. You're very foolish. So let's go to Jeremiah chapter. Oh, let me get the blue letter. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sought as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge." So y'all just dumb motherfuckers, man. And you just gonna be put to death. Because the Lord told Esdras, I'm not gonna get it, but he told Esdras, let the multitude perish which was born in vain. If you don't know what's going on around you, you have no purpose, man. You have no purpose living. You just walking around blindly, man. Okay? It's 2019. There's no excuse for as much ignorance that our people have.
It almost overloads the meter. When it goes to 1, that's an overload. So we're at roughly 1,500 to 2,000 microwatts per square meter. And you can see the radio frequency meters pointing right at the cell phone tower. Now, watch what happens when I walk in back of the bank building. So now the cell phone tower is being blocked by the building, but I'm still picking up 50 to 75 microwatts per square meter, and the radio frequency radiation is not going around the building, it's going through the building. And this is my concern for people who work inside this building. I'm standing behind solid brick walls here, and I'm still picking up 60 to 80 microwatts.
And I'm not gonna play this whole documentary, but I'm gonna just play a little bit more and get another scripture and wrap it up. I'm gonna play to a point that I want to get to and wrap it up. If you want to watch the rest, this is a
Per square meter, biological effects are said to start at 3.4 to 6 microwatts per square meter.
5G will be as much as 100 times faster than the current 4G cellular networks. The FCC is taking very bold action, probably bolder than they've ever taken before.
Man, look at this man. Every time you see him, he look like the straight devil, man, with that fucking toupee on his head, man. Every time you see this guy, if you don't see the fucking devil, something's wrong. And no, he's not the fucking Antichrist, man. Scriptures tell you no one man is the Antichrist. You got many Antichrists. And word Antichrist means anti-Messiah, anti his doctrine, anti his, who he is. You know what I'm saying? There's not one man coming in incarnate of Satan. All you so-called white people are Antichrist, but this devil right here is a fucking...
Before it's a new frontier to make wireless spectrum of...
And you got one simple Negro behind him in the back. Look at that nigga. That nigga happy to be
available.
Glass,
by next year, the United States is on pace to have more 5G spectrum than any other country in the world. That's a big statement. Because, as you know, some people got ahead of us. We should have been doing this a long time ago, as advanced as it may be. In addition, last October, I directed the Department of Commerce to develop a national spectrum strategy to free up even more spectrum for economic activity, including 5G. The FCC has also taken action to streamline the permitting process for 5G infrastructure with state and local governments. That's a big deal. It takes too long to get permits. We're going to free that situation up, and we're going to put limits, and the local areas are going to listen to us very, very strongly. They have a big incentive to do that. They must now approve new physical infrastructure within 90 days instead of many years. It can sometimes take 3, 4, and 5 years. We're going to put a limit of 90 days.
So he said he's gonna put a limit of 90 days to approve the infrastructure. He said it usually takes 3 to 4 years, but they're gonna speed it up to 90 days. That's crazy to get this 5G out, man. So let me get a precept, man. Let me go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22. That's crazy, man. They just throwing it out here on your ass, man. Why? Because he's the fucking devil. He's the damn devil the Bible speaks of, man. I believe it's Matthew chapter 22. Let me see. I might be in the wrong chapter. Let me see. Oh, it's 24. So in verse 22. It's not chapter 22. It's 24. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. It says, I'm going to start at verse 21 actually. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't realize that. But hey, even Latin can't, the northern tribes, you Latin tribes, you're starting to get, you really getting it. You're starting to get it, man. They're over there in them damn I'm gonna call it what it is, concentration camps, man. By the border, man. They treat you like straight animals. But verse 22, it says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is speeding up these days, and here you have the devil speeding up his wickedness also, man. So we're in that time, man, when all hell gonna break loose. So let me play some.
And there is now a cap on the unreasonable fees local governments often charge. They get greedy. They think, hey, we can really take advantage, and it ends up that everybody gets hurt. Everybody gets hurt. Everybody gets hurt.
Hey, what I read, Proverbs 29:2. We got another Edomite
Given this
crime.
information, you can see why someone like me, or anybody else that has dealt with a cancer diagnosis, has a concern over the implementation of 5G technology. My questions to the committee are, has the committee determined that this technology is safe? And if you have, what safety determinations were done? What kind of scientific or medical background did these people do to make a determination that this technology is safe for me, for you, for your children, for your grandchildren? This technology is very controversial, and I believe we need to give serious consideration up front to the review of the scientific and medical research studies and documentation. Many experts have determined that this technology is unsafe for human health, and I think the committee needs to take this into consideration. So I have a request. It's twofold. I request that this Energy and Technology Committee please take some time, take a pause, review the testimony of and the documents that are available to people, and the hope is that we will be able to bring some more documentation to you to show you the medical and scientific impacts of this technology. I'm not sure I understand what the rush is to push this through before people have had an opportunity to provide you some information to show you that there is danger to you and your families.
No, I'm gonna end it right there, man. But yeah, man, the devil is pushing this through because he's the fucking devil. And these zombies out here want this too because we get faster phones and faster service. Hey, man, these people gotta fucking go, man. These are the dumbest people to ever live on the face of this planet. At this moment in 2019, these are the dumbest people that have ever lived on the face of this planet. But anyways, I hope the elect was edified. To the next video, I say shalom.